Hey, it's Eric Ostermuller, and I have a funny question for you. Okay. So what percentage of plumbers, yes, I'm asking you about plumbers, people who fix pipes and fix toilets, what percentage of plumbers in your hometown can show up on a regular basis at anybody's house and get the job done, right? And and let's add in, not only can they get the job done, can they can the fix last for maybe 10 years? Okay, so take a guess at the percentage of plumbers that can do that and put that aside. Now, let's shift gears for a second and let's talk about Java performance. And specifically, let's talk about Java developers. And what percentage of software developers, of Java software developers, can write their component that goes out into production, and the very first time they deploy that component, they get the performance right. The the um, the transactions don't slow down, they don't crash, anything like that. I'm saying that they do a decent job of making sure that their code performs well. So what's the percentage? So we've got the good enough plumber percentage on one hand, and then we've got the good enough Java developer percentage. So that's those are my questions for you. And when I think about my guesses for those two things, the answers are completely different. Plumbers, I don't know, I would put a number down, something like 70 to 80% of plumbers can get it right the first time. But then software developers, can they do 70, 80%? Can they even come close to 70, 80% delivering their code and getting performance right on the first time? I don't think we do that as software developers. And that's like a really big problem that has been around, well, for a few decades, right? For as long as I've been doing this. So I just wonder, what can we do to fix this problem where we just have a ridiculously low percentage of our people that can deliver code that performs well enough in production. So this tool that I'm kind of walking through right now, this is called load test in a box, right? Nice name up here. And when I launched the Uber jar, right, that's what happened here in the DOS window here. And you get this nice little success message once it pops up. And what happened during all that installation process is it filled this folder, this newly created folder, my home directory, with a bunch of tools. It's just a load test, right? It's a load test in a box. So the java-jar, right? That's what this is. This is the orchestrator, right? It starts and stop processes, and all of those processes, there's a database, there's a WireMock instance, there's great glow root monitoring, all kinds of stuff in here, okay? So let's go back to, so this is the user interface for the Uber jar, the agent, and down here, if you hover over the little health indicator for the SUT, you can see the process ID, the PID, right? So 32,272. So I want to do something real quick. JStack 32,272.text. Does that work? Data1.text. All right. Okay. So what I just did there is I captured a thread dump. So this is the load test in a box, and of course it's a Java system. But what do you do with it, right? Well, what you do with it is you have a look at these two scenarios. First one here is called low Earth orbit. The second one here is chunky versus chatty. And my rough guess is that it's going to take people 15 to 30 minutes to walk through each of these scenarios. So this kind of introduces you to a problem that a team is struggling with. And then, see these pretty blue links here? Once you read and kind of digest this text, you click on this link, and you'll see a start message up here that says the Bongoyo workload is now running. So you've got a performance defect now running on your desktop. And that's a really important thing to do, because this big percentage of software developers who can't fix their own performance defects, they need to get their hands on. You need to be able to, in the privacy of your home, of your own home, get under the covers and see, how do you identify what part of the code is slow? Well, I just took a thread dump. You can use that to help see what's slow. And load test in a box also comes with the fantastic monitoring tool called GlowRoot. Okay, and I've launched it here with the last 3 minutes of activity, so you can kind of understand what the throughput of the system is and what the response time of the system is. So that's the end of our little video, and I want to remind you to be sure to shut down your system before you're finished, because all this load testing is going to take up some resources on your machine. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on how this tool works for you, and especially about the 2 performance scenarios that run live performance bugs on your development machines. So thanks for listening. Have a great day.